Hey Brickmaniacs, welcome back to another Friday SitRep. We're kicking off Spec Ops bricks with a couple of new pre-orders, one from the more modern era, one from way back in World War II, so we'll take a closer look at those. Plus we got Vinci and his Inventions, as well as a wood grain tile pack. So without further ado, let's dive on in, see what Brickmania was up to this week. Alright, so here we are in the design room taking a look at the Mark V Special Operations Craft. Mary, this is a very, very large boat that you have in front of you. This must have been quite a model to conquer. John Canepa Creation, tell us a little bit more about what we're looking at here.
Yeah, he really outdid himself with this one. This is one of those models that's like stopping people in their tracks when they walk by. They're like, oh, what's that? This is a massive boat. And honestly, I think it's kind of crazy because if you look at this without any minifigs next to it, it could kind of like pull off as like a larger scale of like a speedboat or something like that. But then when you put a minifig next to it and it's like this big and you're like, well, that's a big boat. Yeah, okay, this is a really cool model. First of all, we have this gorgeous camo on it, which I just got on there yesterday and I'm really happy. It looks incredible. There are just so many play features for this. So like, of course, there's like all the details that are going on the top. We've got like a variety of like hatches and things are going to be printed. I think we have several hatches that are printed. We have some like exhaust like vents on the side, and then inside here, which let me see if I can take it off, there's going to be like a 5-panel across of
The bridge.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
And so right now it's missing all of the chairs, but every single one of these is chairs, and then these are rotating chairs for like captains, I guess. But all of this is going to be like cross printed, and then the windshields are also going to be printed. Slam just gave me the print sheet the other day, and it's really great.
Intense.
Yeah. And then so it's not just this, it's like great as like the full model and has the stand, but then you also can remove the top for the waterline model, and then we can look at some of the details. I'm gonna have to pull this closer to me so I can properly do
what
this.
you have to do with it, manhandle it.
Yeah. So these just kind of pop off.
Oh wow, look at that.
They're just connected by Technic half pins on here, so like they can be as sturdy, or you can just like gently like set it on top, which is what I did, so we could do this pretty quickly. So those two come off like really easily, and you can see that like right away, like you can just get like that waterline model on this. This one is the only one that doesn't like pop off completely, but this top portion does. And then if you want to make the waterline model, then you can, you'll have to like do that as you build instead of like swapping back and forth, which is like, I think is totally reasonable. It's such a big build. But if you can see like the inside there, so we have, it's very detailed. There's even like a toilet in this one. So there's like, okay, printing inside here, we're going to have like a mission plan kind of, and Slam put some Easter eggs in that, of course.
Yes.
We also have a hand scanner to get into this locked room, which, I don't know, you can put some brick arms in there.
Weapons, yeah.
Yeah. We've got like detailed engines, which are mostly built right now. So all the yellow in here is just placeholder for dark bluish gray bricks, but
good to know.
We were missing some while I was building.
Well, it's a huge model, so.
Yes, for sure. Gosh, how many pieces are in here? I can't even remember. It's over, I can't remember if it's 3,000 or 5,000.
I think it clears 3 for sure.
Yeah. But so like these hatches on the top, like you've got ladders to go all the way up. Yeah, there's like the bathroom in there. We've got all the chairs. And then there's like a cooking section. So we've got like printed cabinets, and then we've got like the stove top over here. And then up in the top, there's 2 beds, and there's actually 2 additional beds here. So like it sleeps 4. There's just so many fun like playability features, and it also comes with like these 2 rafts. This one's less built than this one, but like and we're including a brick arms crate and some fish inside,
Some
and
fish
it's
crates, nice.
specifically for the seals requested from John.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, so overall it's like first of all, massive build, but super fun. I had a lot of fun building it, even though it was like a 3-day, 4-day 5-day process.
Yeah, no kidding. What a way to kick off Special Ops Bricks pre-orders. My goodness, not holding back for the initial one. But there you have it. The Mark V Special Operations Craft available right now on Brickmania.com. Mary, thanks for showing us around. All right, and now for the World War II side of Special Operations. This is the Westland Mark III, all decked out in its night paint. You can tell it was a set for flying those night missions. So I got Nate here with me.
Hello.
Tell us a little bit more about what we're working with here. Why don't you walk us through this model, Nate?
Okay, so this is the Westland Lysander Mark III. Yes, quite the name. This is a British recon / stealth plane used during World War II. It was mainly used for night operations, which is why they actually painted the bottom in black. So you can actually see it at night. As you can see, this is not black. So, you know, I forgot paint. The top is more of a stormy, it's more of like a cloud camo, as I would call it, similar to like what we've been doing for the Luftwaffe kits this month. So dark gray, light gray, it looks pretty good. I've seen some of this with like brown and dark green, but we just felt like this was a more effective way for us to do this plane. You can fit 2 guys in here. You kind of have to pop the wings off to put the pilot in, just how it is. The back actually has like a little machine gun. You can actually like take off the canopy and push this back to have room for it. You can kind of configure how you want. There's also a ladder on the side, so you can just have like one dude. Like sometimes they would even just like drop either supplies or just people in. Like you can just like, this is how they would like land a spy into the country. Then
Yeah,
fly off.
right. Clandestine operations.
Yeah, this was also used in a lot of operations to help like French resistance and whatnot. This kit will come with 2 pilots, just basic RAF pilots, nothing fancy. Really like how he did the sort of the
shaping
on the wings. Yeah, this is an all-around really nice kit. It's also a lot bigger than I thought it would be too, because like here's like an old Jeep for comparison. This is like one of the classic Brickmania kits from like 2008. Just a size comparison, just how big this is. Little rondelles printed here, and on the sides where the canopy is hiding, and that about does it for the Lysander.
There you go. Well, thank you for checking in, Nate. Is it available on pre-order right now on Brickmania.com? We'll see you next time.
Hey.
All right, so we're checking in at Tasha's desk because we're taking a look at some of Da Vinci's inventions here. So we'll be chatting with Lando in a little bit to hear more about the minifigure itself. But Tasha, tell me a little bit more about this flying machine and then the perceived mechanism that we have sitting on your desk here.
Yeah, let's start with this guy. These are some really cool kits, some really nice, just like little details. Like we got 5 barrels, because, you know, why not? And then it's using the golden sausage piece, which, I don't know, you don't use those all the time, so that's kind of awesome. Yeah, we just got a little machine gun there. And then here, I really love this, like a little Lego Mona Lisa, like that's awesome. Who doesn't love that?
that just the 2 of them together is a nice little set too. It's kind of just a perk that you get the extra inventions.
Right, yeah, and it's just such a beautiful little illustration there. And then, yeah, this guy is super intricate.
This must be one of the most like daring test flight missions that the Brickmania test ninjas have ever had to undertake, because this thing doesn't look safe at all.
They're pretty brave. Yeah, so I don't know, just look at all those little connections. It's just very, very intricate, very detailed, and
You spin it for us?
yeah, I'll give it a little spin.
Nice. Yeah, look at that.
Yeah, I would not recommend like shooting your minifigures off with these.
You're not jumping in a full-size one of these anytime soon?
No. I will pass on that. Yeah, it doesn't come with a ninja, no
right.
test ninja, so be careful with that. But it does fit a minifigure. Just kind of pop them in, little handholds there, and it's good to go.
Yeah, so if you're taking this for a flight, you'll either have to use Da Vinci himself or sacrifice one of your other custom figures, because no ninja with this. But you do get everything else that you see here included, and we will pop over and chat with Landon a little bit more about this minifigure here in a second. But for now, thanks for checking in.
Thanks.
All right, so we have Da Vinci's invention, so we've got to have the figure, and that is designed by Landon. Let's take a little bit closer look at Da Vinci himself in Lego form. Looking sharp. Showing his age. Tell me a little bit about what we're looking at here, Lando.
Yeah, so this was first off a pretty fun project to work on. I didn't, my history's not as great, as good as I would like it to be in this. So it was fun doing some research here, delving a little bit into the, I guess the outfit that he'd be wearing, just sort of a traditional thing of the era for, I guess, an artist or kind of a Renaissance man to be wearing. It's he's wearing some tights, he's wearing some flats, is what it looks like. It's outfits. It's an interesting outfit by today's standards for sure. But what I did have a lot of fun with was playing around with kind of the natural shading of that kind of. There's a longer tunic that apparently was in style at the time, and so that was actually based directly off some sculptures of the era and of just like depictions of, or some later sculptures of Leonardo da Vinci, and I love this sort of just big overcoat. This is maybe more of like a winter or colder weather coat. Or fall coat, I don't know. So you can see that fur detailing there. Let me take the head off. This hat, this really cool brand new hat. There's this new 3D printed beard. So there you can see better detailing of that overcoat there. There's a little bit of like a dagger there. I don't know if that's for like a utility knife kind of thing, or maybe self-defense. I don't know.
Sweet.
It's a sweet dagger, yeah. This is kind of based off of a sculpture that I found of Leonardo da Vinci. On the back, you can see a little bit of that fur texture continuing around. Also, some stylized thread work around the base of of this coat, this overcoat. Some nice in the style of like Italian stitching. I did a little bit of research for that. And again, yeah, onto those leggings there. I don't know if they're called leggings, some whatever they're called. Some tights, I don't know. And then these like just simple shoes. And then and that kind of all going back up to the head. Let's talk about that beard for a little bit.
Yeah, wow.
It's a nice. I had fun integrating the beard into the face printing. So he had kind of. It looked like from some of the depictions, it looked like he had a more sparse mustache compared to this flowing beard, which is kind of iconic for his look. Underneath of that, here's kind of, I guess, another Easter egg. I like throwing Easter eggs in. If you were to take the beard off, he's got a little bit of, I don't know if you can see that. He nicked himself shaving. That's
Sure.
Total random. I don't know. That's an Easter egg there. Let's get that beard back on. But I'm loving how the job that Amanda did putting this beard together, how it kind of seamlessly, let's get that straightened out, how that seamlessly integrates with that face printing.
Yeah, that's
to really
really
get that
nice.
look. And then just sort of like this classic, I don't know what you call this, artist sort of beret, really oversized kind of depiction of that beret, but I think this instantly recognizable overall as Da Vinci, so that was a fun project to work on.
Yeah, definitely a cool, iconic figure to be included with some awesome, iconic inventions now available in the bundle on Brickmania.com right now. So there you have it, the breakdown from the man himself. Thanks, Lando.
Thanks.
All right, so remember, we also have that wood grain tile pack live on Brickmania.com, along with everything else that you just saw there. Our 1941 mock contest is also still up and running, so if you haven't decided to build for that yet, get ready, because we'll be announcing the prizes here within the coming months. That wraps up in December, I believe. Other than that, we're just kind of getting back on track after being back off the road here. We're getting the make and put back together after traveling all the way out to the East Coast, etc. So things are solid, but busy as always. So we'll be checking back in come Monday, I guess, here. And then we'll continue to kind of get back into our flow of things. Some of you have probably heard that the Designer's Desk studio videos have been kind of put on the back burner for now. That's just until we get a few more faces in here to be able to help out with some stuff. So we won't be gone forever. Don't worry. We will be bringing those back. I just got to get a little more time on my hands is pretty much the way that breaks down. Other than that, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you on Monday.